Hey everybody, it's JD Swanson and I hope you are having a great time this week so far. I'm really excited that you've chosen to join us and just wanted to show you a couple of things. I love to come in like when I'm actually cooking dinner and show you exactly what I've got going on. So it may not associate with what we've talked about today, but hopefully you're going to love the things that I'm going to share with you. So tonight I've got taco soup on the stove. I'm making larger batches because I'm making it for like a meal train for tomorrow, which is really exciting. But so normally I would put it in that quick cooker. So put it in the quick cooker, it just cooks under pressure in no time at all. But I've been simmering it for the last 45 minutes or so on the stovetop because I needed a larger portion. So with that, if you've never made taco soup, write this down. It is so good. So it's I usually double it, so I'll do 2 pounds of ground beef, I'll brown it, drain it, and then I'll do, for every pound of beef, I do a can of whatever. So I've got 2 cans of corn, whole kernel corn, you'll drain that, 2 cans of pinto beans or kidney beans. I don't drain that, I like the juice from that. And then you take a packet of ranch seasoning and a packet of taco seasoning. So I usually double for each pound. So just depending on how spicy or how flavored you want it, and then you just simmer it. So delicious. So of course, if we're gonna have taco soup, we gotta have some cornbread. So I'm gonna use our brownie pan. Actually, I'm gonna use the mini brownie pan. So this is the brownie bite pan, so you can have small little bite-sized pieces. So I've got a stainless steel bowl here. Love these. So these come in a set of 3. You've got 8 cup. I think it's 12 cup. I don't know. Let me just get back to you on the sizes on that. But 3 different ones. They've got a silicone bottom so it doesn't slide all over the place. This little thumb hole, you guys, is amazing. Who would have imagined that that little simple thumb hole would make such a difference? But I love it for holding, for mixing, and then for pouring out. They do come with lids, and this is actually one of a very popular host item. So a lot of hosts will get that as one of their free or 50% items. And how cute is that? So if you've already got them, look at that cute way to hold that. So I've just got 2 boxes of Jiffy Mix right here in that stainless bowl. I've got the mix, 2 eggs, and then I added some milk. Now these are the Easy Read measuring cups. These also come in, well actually they come in a set of 4 now. So you get a 1/4 cup, 1 cup, 2 cups, and then 4 cups. Absolutely awesome. So left or right-handed, the measurement is right there, and you don't have to bend, shake, and shimmy to figure out what the measurement is. All right, so I'm just gonna give this a little courtesy spin. And I've got a couple of different products out. I'm gonna make brownies a little bit later today too. So I think I'm gonna reserve the brownie pan for that. So I think I'm just gonna use the brownie bite pan for the cornbread, and then if I have any mix left over, I did pull out this little mini loaf pan, which is great. So you could do little loaves of cornbread, you could do banana bread, all sorts of things. So I love anything that is portioned out like that because it does help you, just with portion control. And everybody likes something cute and small. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this little brownie bite pan and use our kitchen spritzer. You guys, I love the kitchen spritzer. So you put your favorite oil in there, and then you're just gonna pump until you feel resistance. So basically, it's like Pam or Baker's Joy, something like that. But when you buy those are so expensive, and you really just get a lot of air and not a lot of content. So here is your simple in-service to make your the life of this expand. So every time you use it, after you pump, make sure you release the pressure before you put it back to store it. The other thing is, if you start to notice that you're getting less of a spray and more of a stream, just move your oil to a cup, throw some hot soapy water in there, pump it through, and it's going to clear the line. So that will extend the life of that. All right, so we have 3 different scoops that are just the ideal size for all sorts of things in your kitchen. So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, and then 3 tablespoons. So for this brownie bite pan, that small scoop is just ideal. You get uniform pieces or uniform food every time. This is also really good for doing things like sausage balls, even small cookies that come in a like a tub. So you can do that, or even melon balls, you could do that. So the second size is really kind of my go-to for a lot of things. So if you were only going to have one, I'd say go for the middle size, because that way you could make it a little bit smaller or do a heaping scoop. And then your larger one is perfect for your brownie pan, muffins, and different things like that. So big meatballs, you know, would probably be the scoop there. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to make you guys watch the whole thing, but I do want to show you a couple of other things that I love and use all the time. So if you don't have the kitchen spritzer, this silicone basting brush would be a great alternative. With this, it does have the little hook, so just imagine this bowl being larger, so you could stick this in for, like, if you were doing garlic butter, or maybe just some olive oil on a pan, butter like on your toast, whatever you want to do, barbecue sauce on your chicken. Really cool, because it does come apart for easy cleaning. So a lot of folks do not know that. So when I was starting my taco soup earlier, I was using the mix and chop to break up the ground beef. It still has some of the grease on there, so don't mind it. But it's like a little star shape, and so what it does is it breaks up the big crumble. So perfect for doing for ground beef. You could do sausage. I even will vent my pie crust like that, or with a peanut butter cookie, give it a little stamp. So that's really nice. Now these are some of my favorite and most used products too. These are the small mix and scraper and the mini mix and scraper. So when I think quality, Pampered Chef quality, this is exactly where my mind goes, because these are just heavy duty and you won't have to replace these over and over and over. So heat safe up to 650 degrees. You don't have to worry about it melting. It doesn't come apart. It doesn't stain, and they're just wonderful. What I love about this one, this is your peanut butter and chocolate one, because it fits perfectly in your mouth. So I'm gonna stick that in the sink right there. All right, so let me tell you a little bit about Pampered Chef seasoning. So if I wanted to add some flavor to the cornbread, I could just add some of the Southwest seasoning. This is also a great alternative to taco seasoning, but all of our spices are MSG and gluten-free, so I love that about those. All right, the last thing I'm gonna show you is probably one of my most favorite prep tools. It's called the Quick Slice. So this is very similar to our egg slicer that we've had for years, but like the egg slicer on steroids. So these blades are at an angle and they're serrated. So what's going to happen here is, you would think with a tomato it would do a terrible job slicing it, but nope, it did not. I mean, this was a little bit of a squishier tomato than some, but it did a great job. And then if I wanted to, and I am, so I'm going to take those end parts off. If I wanted little cubes, all I'm going to do is just rock back and forth and do it again. So I have to move the food, not necessarily, the blades are going to stay in one direction. And then the same thing with avocado. So I'll do the avocado. You can do kiwi, bananas, cucumbers, different things like that. Now a potato and an onion, that's a little firmer than what you're going to want to do with that. All right, so I'm going to, I should have got another scoop loop that I should have grabbed for my avocado. This is probably about 2 days too old, so just bear with me. If you love avocados, you've probably experienced one like this. The same thing. It's just I'm gonna slice it, and then I'm gonna turn it one more time, and we're gonna dice it. So it'll be right there in our prep bowls. So when we have taco soup tonight, we'll put our cheese, our avocado, our tomatoes, and then even some sour cream. But hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, let me know. The best thing to do is just ask all the questions you want to know. So when I come back tomorrow with a video, then you can find out and learn about the products that you want to know about. All right, you guys, have a great evening, and we'll see you soon.